You signed a contract you don't remember reading. It was handed to you in the school playground. It was reinforced in your first job. It is confirmed every time you nod along to an opinion you do not truly hold. This contract has one simple, brutal clause. You will trade your sharp edges for the soft comfort of the herd. You will agree to be predictable. You will not ask difficult questions. In return, the crowd will grant you the illusion of safety. It will offer you a place in the middle. The wind does not blow so hard there. The path is already paved. It is a tempting offer. This unspoken agreement is the bedrock of modern life. It promises an easy journey. Just follow the signs. Laugh at the right jokes. Buy the right things. Stay within the painted lines. The reward is a quiet, unremarkable existence. No sharp sting of failure. No messy business of true invention. You get to be a part of something. You get to belong. Yet there is a nagging feeling, is it not? A quiet hum of discontent. It tells you this safety is a cage, a well-furnished, comfortable cage, but a cage nonetheless. You feel its walls when your thought does not fit the group's narrative. The pressure to conform is immense, a silent, crushing force. It does not use threats. It uses smiles. It uses gentle correction. It uses the fear of being left out. The crowd smothers rebels with indifference. Standing apart feels foolish, arrogant, lonely. So you learn to trim your sails. You round off the corners of your personality. You swallow the challenging idea and perform a version of yourself more palatable, more digestible for the masses. This performance becomes a habit. A habit becomes your identity. But this contract is not binding. You can tear it up. First, acknowledge it exists. See the system for what it is, a mechanism to produce mediocrity at industrial scale. It is not a conspiracy. It is the path of least resistance, social gravity pulling toward the center. Understanding this is not blaming society. It is taking responsibility. Realize you were a willing participant in your own containment. If you were willing, you can also willingly walk away. Average lives require conformity. Exceptional ones do not. If you feel like you do not belong, good. Most men do not fail because they are incapable. They fail because they are addicted. Their drug of choice is not sold on a corner. It is far more common and far more insidious. It is approval. The nod from the boss. The like on a post. The laughter at a predictable joke. The warm, fleeting glow of being accepted. They will trade ambition, integrity, potential for a small, regular dose of validation from people whose opinions do not matter. They live as supplicants asking for permission to be. Approval is the tax you pay for staying small, a voluntary tax. You elect to pay it each time you soften an opinion, hold back a bold idea, or choose safety to avoid ruffling feathers. Each payment makes you a little smaller. Over time, the tax rate goes up. You need more and more to feel normal. Self-respect diminishes, replaced by desperate need. You become a mirror, forgetting your original face. This is the slow, quiet death of the individual. Look around. The world is filled with ghosts, men who traded their fire for lukewarm praise. They chose to be liked over being respected. To be liked is easy. Agree, be pleasant, be harmless. To be respected is hard. Have standards. Be willing to disagree. Be willing to be disliked, at least at first, for what is right. The man who chases approval will never have true respect, least of all from himself. Breaking this addiction is the first act of rebellion. It begins with a private decision. My opinion of myself will matter more than the opinion of others. This is not arrogance, it is autonomy. It is taking back authority over your life. You will have to endure withdrawal. The silence where applause used to be will feel deafening. The questioning looks from peers will feel like accusations. This is the necessary trial. Learn to survive, then thrive on internal validation. Become your own staunchest supporter and your own harshest, fairest critic. The crowd does not clap until it is too late. Comfort is the real enemy, not failure. Most people are not stupid. They are just comfortable. They find a pleasant plateau. Bills paid, relationship stable, routine predictable, no great passions, no great struggles. Equilibrium achieved, risk avoided at all costs. This defense of comfort separates the many from the few. The exception understands growth and comfort are mutually exclusive. You cannot have both at the same time. Take the cold shower. Have the difficult conversation. Volunteer for the project no one wants. Read the book that challenges you. Wake earlier. Each small act is a vote against mediocrity. Training for bigger battles. You build tolerance for the friction of progress. You will welcome it. The exception is built when no one is watching. The crowd is a place of consumption. Opinions, entertainment, noise. You do not create there. Creation requires space. It requires silence. It requires solitude. The exception is built when no one is watching. Not in the public square, in the quiet, lonely hours before dawn and late into the night, when you can hear your own thoughts. Solitude is not loneliness. Loneliness is lack. Solitude is a choice, a strategic retreat to work on yourself and your craft. Thinkers, artists, builders sought solitude as a tool for clarity, courage and focus to bring visions to life. In solitude, you are exposed. You confront excuses, small lies, weaknesses. They have nowhere to hide in the silence. Face inadequacies head-on. Identify the weak parts. Begin the work of strengthening them. Embrace this forge. Schedule time alone. Turn off your phone. Walk and think. At first, it feels alien. Persist. It becomes your most productive time. Form your own opinions. Devise your own plans. Build the man the world will one day come to respect. Different thoughts, different habits, different outcomes. Your life is the sum of your habits. Health from eating and exercise, finances from spending and saving, knowledge from learning. There is no mystery. Repeated actions compound into reality. Change the inputs. You must change your habits. Simple, not easy. It begins with thought. Decide short-term comfort is worth less than long-term reward. This requires a shift in identity. You do not just go to the gym, you become the person who does not miss a workout. You value future freedom over present gratification. Habits are built through small, consistent, often boring repetition. The goal is not perfect. It is consistent. 30 minutes, 3 times a week, beats 2 hours once a month. The amateur seeks motivation. The professional cultivates discipline. Discipline carries you when motivation fades. It drives the habit on days you do not feel like it. Changing habits is an act of separation. Expect your companions to change as your destination changes. New habits, new traveling companions. Discipline is misunderstood as a cage. It is not restriction. It is the key that unlocks freedom. Disciplined finances free you from debt. Disciplined health frees you from a weak body. Disciplined time frees you to pursue your goals. Think of your day as a ledger. Each choice is a credit or a debit. The balance, compounded over years, sets your trajectory. When you keep promises to yourself, you deposit self-respect. Your word becomes law. Integrity is built from the inside out. No parade, no applause. The exception is built when no one is watching. Talent is a gift. Character is a construction. Brick by painful brick. Decision by difficult decision. Build it to last. Do not be mistaken. This path has a cost. There is a reason most do not take it. When you stop fitting in and start winning on your terms, be prepared to pay the price. First, you will lose people. Bonds built on shared mediocrity and complaint will fall away. They will not understand your focus. They may call you boring, obsessed, selfish. You must let them go. Second, misunderstanding. Those below have a distorted view of the climber. Your ambition called greed. Your confidence called arrogance. Your solitude called aloofness. You cannot control perception. Grow skin thick enough for the arrows. Let your work be the only defense you need. Third, doubt, not from others, from within. Dark nights of the soul. The summit seems far. The valley's comfort tempting. You will ask yourself, is it worth it? Doubt is a toll booth on the road to success. Pay it and step through. Every man who achieved anything paid it. Acknowledge the doubt. Take the next step anyway. And so you pay the price. You walk the lonely road. You build the habits. You forge the character. What is the reward? It is not fame nor a ticker tape parade. The true reward is quieter, deeper, more valuable. The unshakable internal kingdom of self-respect. The peace of no longer needing anyone else's approval to feel whole. You can be liked or you can be respected. Rarely both at first. The liked become chameleons. The respected become rock. In a storm, no one shelters behind a chameleon. Everyone seeks the rock. In time, earned respect outweighs all the fleeting popularity you sacrificed. Respect has gravity. Liking is just air. Freedom, not chaotic indulgence, but freedom from the chains that enslave most men. Validation, disapproval, regret. You are master of your mind, captain of your ship. Life becomes deliberate, built to your blueprint. The world does not need more echoes, it needs voices. Not more followers, more leaders, even if only leading themselves. The path is there, not easy, but simple. It asks for everything you have. In return, it gives you the only thing that truly matters, yourself. Stand where most will not. Live how few dare. Become the exception.